everybody, it's me. I haven't been on here in a while, so it's been a little while, so I'm going to explain what's going on. As you guys know, I've had my surgery. It's been about 6 weeks post-op, and I have lost quite a bit of weight, just by doing the right things that I should have been doing all along, but we know why. If you go back and watch the other videos, you'll know why. So, I logged onto YouTube the other day, and I realized I have a lot of questions that people wanted answered. So, I'm going to sit here. I have a list. I made a note card. I know it's lame, but I can't remember everything. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer your questions as best as I can, and I'm also going to explain the blog to you. Apparently, some people haven't been able to access the blog like I thought you could, which explains why I haven't had that many readers. Or I've gotten a lot of messages about that too. Something's going on, so I'm going to switch to a different blog and try again. And I'm going to list below. I'm not going to use Tumblr anymore. I'm going to use probably WordPress. So we're going to do that. Now, onward to the questions. The first question I've gotten quite a bit, I've gotten from a few people, was what am I eating? Well, we know the first couple of weeks I was on a liquid diet, and that liquid diet consisted of just liquids. There was no solid foods involved, and if you did do solid food, you probably were going to get very sick. But when I was at the meeting, some people said that they had already tried it, but I wouldn't suggest it. Just listen to your doctor. So, what I'm going to tell you is things that I have been eating after my liquid diet, because I'm done with the liquid diet. I'm not on that anymore. I'm on a soft food, semi-hard food diet. I can eat meat. I can, but the thing about meat, or the thing about any food, is they're going to tell you when you go in there is you have to chew. You have to chew. And if you don't chew enough or thoroughly, then what's going to happen is it's going to get stuck in either your esophagus, or it's going to get stuck in your stomach, and it's not going to process, and you could get very sick. You could have this pain in your chest. If you have any of these, just talk to your doctor about it. You can tell them what's going on, or you could make a realization in your head, oh, maybe I should have chewed that a little better. So right now I've listed 5 food items and 5 drink items that I can have, and I started with top 5. There's obviously more, and then I'm going to tell you a couple things that I can't have. So first I'm going to start with what I can't have. I cannot have bread, which I had them explain this to me because they said I could have pita bread if it's toasted. The thing about uncooked or not toasted bread is it's doughy and mushy, and it's going to stick. The same thing is I can't have peanut butter right now. I can have it 3 months after they tell me. Or when I go back to my doctors, they'll probably make a diet adjustment then. I can't have pasta. I can't have butter. I can't have... What else can I have? Well, there's one more thing I can't have. I'm trying to think. Let's see. You know what? We'll get back to it. So, so how about the things that I can have? I'll just list some foods. Some things that I had tonight, actually. As you can see, it's all gone. It's a very small bowl, but it didn't look small on the camera, but it looks small over here. So, what it is, that was potato soup. I can have creamy soups now. They'll tell you when you start is you can have broth, which I did a lot of. I did vegetable broth, beef broth, and chicken broth. But now that I'm on the soft food diet, here's 5 foods I can have. I can have crackers, which I love crackers. And I can also have reduced fat cheese, which I love. See, in the packet that I got, they give you sample menus, and crackers and cheese were actually one of the snacks that I could have. Also, I can have chicken, meat. Like I said, I can have meat. Creamy soups, like I just said, creamy soups, and mashed potatoes, which I was extremely excited about. Now, I can't eat, so the good thing about this bowl, I'm going to explain it to you this way. This whole bowl, yeah, I couldn't even eat half of it. In fact, the first thing they're going to tell you to try when you get home, maybe the first thing, I don't know if it is, are eggs. And you could have one egg. I couldn't even get through half of the egg. I got through maybe a fourth of the egg. And I was full. And I didn't want to eat anymore. I didn't even want to look at food. Honestly, when you get to the point that I got to, I didn't want to eat, honestly. I wanted to eat when I was on the liquid diet, and then when I started doing the soft food, I wanted to go back to liquid diet because I just wasn't feeling chewing. I didn't feel like chewing. But those are some of the foods, and then some of the drinks I'm having you still keep doing your protein shakes. Crystal Light, I love Crystal Light. It's my savior. Water, obviously water. And you can have decaf tea and decaf coffee. Just sweeten it with artificial sweeteners, don't use real sugar. Or that's what they tell you can have. I can't have unsweetened tea by itself. It's disgusting. But if you can do it, more power to you. Also, sugar-free popsicles, which aren't really a drink, but they're really nice to have. I love sugar-free popsicles. That's my sweet of choice. Alright, so my next question. This is going to be a long video, so I hope you guys don't have anything to do. Have I had any problems? I haven't had any complications, but everybody's different. So my complication, if I had to name one complication that I've probably had, would be the food getting stuck, and it's because I haven't been chewing it very well. And you have to learn. It's things you learn. And you just have to learn what works for your body and what works for you. You can't go off somebody else's. What works for them may not work for you. Also goes with diet choices or exercise choices. And I've also another question I hear, I'm just going ahead and answer 2 1. Exercise routines I've been doing, I walk 1.5 miles every day. And I also do a 20-minute video. They tell you to do more cardio once you get past liquid, because then you're able to do more. You probably won't be able to lift heavy things, so lay off the weights for at least another 3 months. But, talk to your doctor. Maybe you can. It's just different based on the person, Okay, so how much weight have I lost? Well, we know that I was 363 when I had the surgery. I was 363 pounds. I'm not ashamed of it. And now I'm 313. So I've lost a total of 50 pounds. And I feel great. I'm sleeping better. My sleep machine has actually made it so that I have more energy, and I'm talking faster. We know y'all love that. So, my goal weight, eventually, I would like to get down to 250, which is about another 63 pounds. And that's doable. That could be doable by the end of the year. It just depends. I want to get to 250, but whether or not all of my complications with my body are gone, then is completely up to me and my doctor's decision. I would certainly not like to get any smaller than 200, but what happens, happens, Okay, so do I have any disapproving friends of my choice? Actually, no. All of my friends have been very supportive. They have been there for me 100%, and they have not backed down. They keep me up on Facebook. They make me feel better. And also my boyfriend has a lot to do. He makes me feel better. So, yes. And how did I become fat? Well, that's a blog answer. There's a whole lot of things that all of it was basically my fault. I'm going to go ahead and take responsibility. A lot of it was my fault, but a lot of it wasn't my fault. Childhood obesity, I was obese when I was small. So childhood obesity until I was about the age where I could eat food or feed myself or go into the kitchen and get something out of the cabinet. Up until that point, it was basically my parents. But the rest of the time it was just poor decisions on my part and just bad habits that I learned, that I picked up, trying to be that way. So hopefully it will never get to that point. So now I'm going to talk about the blog. I'm also going to switch blogs. I'm also going to tell you what's going on. On the blog, there will be a detailed list of recipes that I find helpful, recipes that I find from other blogs, or recipes that I have on my own. Like, I just made a cheese potato soup, and it's really good. And I'll put that recipe up on the blog as well. So when I do get the blog started, it will be in the bottom, and I will put it up for you. So there were also, for the ladies, there's going to be fashion for plus size girls, so that in case you like who you are, you don't want to be skinny like me. I can certainly take any outfit from any celebrity, and I can find you matching outfits for plus size people. I have been able to do this, and I find it so rewarding. It's so nice that I am fitting into my old clothes, and it's really nice. So this shirt, actually, I'll show you guys. It's got this top here. It's braided here, and yeah, it goes down past my big roll. And I've got shorts on, which I've never been happy to wear shorts ever, but I love my legs all of a sudden. Like one thing changes and you're just very happy with who you are. And my shoes I got from Payless. I'm gonna show you. Show you here. Aren't they cute? I love them. They say American Eagle on the bottom, and they're comfy. And I've had them several months now. And also there's going to be makeup and hair ideas for those that just are interested, and some diet tips. I know you probably shouldn't be taking diet tips from a big girl, but if you're trying to be like me and you don't want to be smaller than, let's say, 200 pounds, or you don't want to be smaller than 180, these tips might help. Okay, so I wanted to give you guys a heads up. That was a full 12-minute video, and I wanted to say thank you guys for all the questions, and if you have any more, just leave them in the box. Have a good night.